Hey guys, it's me, Liv. So today I am bringing you a video. We're going to craft along doing some mixed media ATC cards. I am creating this for a challenge. This is, I believe it's called Sarah Mountains Art. She's a new YouTuber. She is the daughter of someone who you might know, Mitch Mountain Crass. She asked for us to send her at least 3 ATC cards. I decided I was going to go with the mixed media type of theme for the ones that I'm sending to her, and so tonight I'm planning to make 2 more. This is one of the ones I already made. Just wanted to kind of walk you through how I made this, so if anyone's interested in doing something similar to this, they kind of have an idea of how I did this. For this particular card, I used my Magicals. This is the Lindy Gang's Magicals. I used Bavarian Blue, Yodeling Yellow, Polka Purple, and Autumn Maple Crimson. This is actually for one of the tube sets. So you can get some in these cool shakers that you just need to shake out, or you can have your own where you make your own. So the other items that you're going to need for this project is gesso, probably some heavy gloss, if you're using any waxes or anything, any materials that you're using. The stamp that I'm going to use for the background, I don't know if you can see it really well, but it is from Kaiser Craft. It's called Oriental Calligraphy. So it creates this really cool calligraphy writing. That's what I'm using for the stamping in the background. I'm using a combination of die cuts and chipboard that I have. For this one, it's just chipboard and some tool that I had gotten at, I'm pretty sure it was Hobby Lobby. Don't quote me on that, for this. So let's get started. I already have another one that I did the gesso on just to save us a little bit of time. Just put a light layer of gesso on it. Next, you're going to spritz your paper. I actually do both sides. I feel that it helps a little bit. Now, since I already had some colors, your seeds are already picking up, which is perfectly fine for me. The cool thing with mixed media, it's not really a clean art. So, chaos, well, at least controlled chaos is good here. So you can see, just sprinkle on your colors. The only thing I'll tell you with these shakers is really make sure you close them, because sometimes I find they don't close all the way, and then you find you've kind of lost some of your powder. And these Magicals create such awesome colors, but they are not the cheapest powders in the world. So you see, another way you can do it if you get in the can is to get like a fan brush and kind of tap it where you'd like it to go on this. So you can see quickly, one of the really cool things about Magicals is that sometimes it even creates its own colors that are not on what you're seeing. So you spray, and then you're going to see these absolutely gorgeous vibrant colors come out. You want to bring it along the card. If you feel you want one color more than another, like more, a little bit more of my yellow to come out, you can always sprinkle it on there and spray it, and there's your color. You can take a paper towel and dab it. For this one, what I'm actually going to do is take my other card that I'm working on and press it into it. You want those colors to come back, because when you do that, of course, you're going to lose just a little bit of your color. I'm going to show you something else I like to do if I really want it more vibrant. is I'm going to use my heat gun. So what you're going to see is I'm actually going to heat it from a distance so I can try to keep all that color contained more in that corner. And you're going to see that. Takes a little bit to dry. And of course it is only paper, so if it's too close you'll start seeing some curling and stuff. But I'm going to mount this on stiffer cardstock, so that's not too much of a concern for me. This one, I actually really want a lot more blue. So I'm going to sprinkle some more blue here and a little bit more red. I'm content with how that yellow came out. I'm actually going to drag it a little bit so it gets all along there. Wow, that's nice. It really is okay to have white too. The white may seem a little creepy at first. If you're wondering what you're going to do with all that white, it really is okay. And the coolest thing about this is you just never know what you're going to end up with. And that's what's really, really cool. Alright, those are all pretty dry. So the next thing I'm going to do is get some of my white acrylic paint. Put it over here on the side. Take my paintbrush and I want to get some chaotic speckles on here. That is my goal. Oh. My paintbrush does not want to let go of my white today. May have to try this a different way. I don't have anything else right now, so I'm going to leave that because I do want to go on to the next thing. Again, for the fabric, you can use whatever glue you want. I am using the Gloss, a heavy gel. It will hold it down. I just want a little bit of it on this, so I'm just going to hang it from the side. I will trim it a little bit later. stamp. When you're stamping on paper like this, you need to use a solvent, ink solvent, something that is, can't really use your mementos. You need something that won't come off with water. It's really what the big thing is when you're stamping on that. So remember that when you're stamping. And all you really want is just to get the look of words in there, whatever it is. This one. I actually have an idea of trying something slightly different, but let me see how it comes out. Perfect. Just gonna dry this just a second more. Have that. Now, like I said, you can add any spectrum of things that you want on here. I'm going to actually pull out some of this chipboard that I have and figure out how I want this placed. Don't want this. Okay, I think that's what I want for these. So now we just got to get these ready. Again, you can use the same principles with the magicals. Use a slightly different color scheme here. And then you could just see the cool variety that you can get just for using some different colors of the magicals. Something else you can do with them, and I'm just going to show you just so you see. If you have, let's see if I have an extra paintbrush. You can actually use them as a paint. I'll actually take them off and put it over here. Let me show you how you can do that. So you can take this and add a little bit of water to it, and you see? And then you can use it, and I'm going to do that just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Then you can use it more like a paint on here. Some people like to do it like that. For these, I am just to give it some spice. And as you can see, you really do not need to use a lot to do something like that. I'm just going to try to take a little bit of this blue off and get more of this purple on here. Of course, like I was doing before, you can do it directly on. And I'll show you what that looks like. Or you can do it totally different. Completely up to you. So I just want to dry these a little bit before I glue them on. I like that. So I'm using my Gloss Heavy Gel. It's an awesome adhesive to glue on any type of heavy chipboard, metal, whatever it may be that you are using in your project. So I'll be using that as my base. I'm going to pull out is a little bit of my, I have my Distress Spray. And now I just showed you all the ingredients I was using, and then I completely changed my mind. Welcome to my creative mindset here and how things go for me. So, glue this piece on. I just had another thought too, but I'm going to give that a try after this dries just a little bit. I'm going to get my heart. This is Cotton Candied Apple. So, this is what I need to find, and I can't find right now, but what the only thing, final touches I really want to do is add some type of sentiment on here, and I'm trying to see if I have anything in my stash that will already match these. I don't think I do. Maybe. So that's the one thing I am going to have to look for, a sentiment that's going to go on here. But at least you guys get the gist of kind of how I made the base. So you can kind of see how this is going. Now the other idea I had that I didn't try here, but actually may try in another set, because I have another one that I was just starting to do. This is actually one I was prepping for making a memory dex card for another challenge. But anyway, one of the ideas I had, and I am going to try it on that one, is whenever you stamp one of these types of things, you can also put the embossing powder on there, and that looks really cool as well. So, but I just wanted to show you guys. I will try to add a picture as my thumbnail in regards to the sentiment once I find one. I think I might have some wood pieces that would be perfect for this, but I need to look and check out to see if I do. But I hope you guys were inspired by these. Give mixed media a shot. And I'll take my other card out. You know, once you mount it, it's going to look really, really nice. So these will be coming your way. Sarah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck on your challenge and growing your YouTube channel. And if you guys have any questions on anything that I used here, any supplies, I will try to list them all below. But I know that sometimes when I craft, I start getting ideas from other stuff, and I don't always show them on my videos. So I am going to do my best to link them below for you guys. All right? Have a good night. Take care.